Hi, Trevor here. I'm kind of tired as it is apparent. 'Cause I have homework. I would have got it done before, but, my computer exploded. Well, not literally, and then it, stopped, erased all of the homework I was doing for my English stuff. So I had to start over. And I had completely lost my muse, so that was not good. So now I'm starting on my biology homework, and as I told you, Doc gives a lot of evil homework that I actually have to think to do. I mean, I have to think to do English homework too, but English homework is kind of fun. He lets us read books. We read books. And as I told both of you, we're reading Speak by Laurie Halsey. Halls, is it? Okay, Laurie Anderson. Her middle name, or whatever it is really hard to pronounce. Well, I could probably pronounce it if I was more awake, but I'm not, so I'm not going to pronounce it. But anyway, so we were supposed to read to page 26. And so, it's divided into these little sections that are kind of like a journal entry. And it started a section on page 26, and it ended a couple pages later. So I decided, okay, I'll just read to the end of the section because I didn't want to finish in the middle of a section. And so we were watching this really stupid movie that we were finishing. And when he turned on the lights, I was on page 40. So, and then I picked up the book intending to reread the first 26 pages so I could, remember what happened so I wouldn't spoil anything for anybody. And instead, I read the whole book, so that's not good. I don't know if I should tell my teacher or not because I don't know. Anyway, then I had to write a summary about I just wrote it, about examples of how I felt like an outcast. Yeah. Because she's an outcast, and she talks about being an outcast and compares herself to a wounded zebra. A wounded zebra in a National Geographic special, because, it's actually really cool, because a wounded zebra, if you think about it, gets left behind by the herd, gets left behind by the herd, its own species, its, for lack of a better word, people that it belongs to, and people that it holds dear, and people that zebra thought would always stay around for them and always be with them, but then it's left behind like something that you would leave behind. I know, I'm so eloquent. But anyway, and so we were supposed to write about how we felt like an outcast at one point. Well, I couldn't really think of an example because I had just read the whole book, so all the examples I could think of at all were really lame compared to what happened to her. So I kind of rambled a little bit. We only had to write 3/4 of a page, thankfully, so yeah. So anyway, I'm going to read this to you because, yeah, it's called A Wounded Zebra. Here we go. Everyone feels like a wounded zebra from time to time. It doesn't matter if they're strong or weak. It doesn't matter how old they are or what country they come from. People feel betrayed, people feel alone, and people are wounded and left behind. Some people's wounds cut deeper than others. I haven't had many wounds in the zebra department, but I've had a few. Some of them are simple, like not being able to find someone to sit with on the first day of school, sitting by an upperclassman in my geometry class. Or it can be like Melinda, whose wounds go so deep that she feels like an outcast from herself. Every example of being an outcast pales in comparison to that. I've never been through the kind of traumatic experience that Melinda had to make me feel this way, but I can empathize. It would be awful to not have any friends and to have an unbearable secret that I can't even bear to remember. There would be no sanctuary to retreat to. I think that's what being an outcast really means. Having no sanctuary to retreat to, whether it be physical, social, or emotional. I don't know. One of the reasons that I couldn't put this book down and stop at page 26 like I wanted to, or rather like I was supposed to, is because I felt a real connection with Melinda. Even though, as I said, I've never been through a real traumatic experience. And I've never felt like an outcast as much as she has. But I know what if... I don't know why, it's just... That was my cat, sorry. But I feel a real connection to her. And... I mean, she's a 9th grader, and she is completely disconnected from everyone. And... I don't know. Kind of makes me feel better, strangely, that maybe I'm not alone as I actually think I am. Anyway, on to a lighter topic. So I've started my blog. Which is thebookbadger.blogspot.com, which I'll put more information about in the sidebar. And the first book I've reviewed is A Mango-Shaped Space by Wendy Mass, which all of you should read, so you should go check out The Book Badger. And, if anyone has a suggestion of what to name my cat, it would be very helpful. Because she, as of now, is unnameless. Nameless is what I meant to say. She is nameless, and we've had her for almost a month, and a nameless cat is not good. So, yeah. Sorry. No, when my computer exploded, I guess my thing that I wrote wasn't actually that good, but it felt like it was, because I made a lot of metaphorical creepiness. Like, Melinda chews on her lips until they bleed, and when I was reading the book, they always talk about it, how whenever she gets nervous or she starts thinking about it, you know what it is if you've read the book, she always chews her lips, and she always... Okay, I gotta go. Bye.